All right. So today we're going to spend some time just really looking at and being able to rest the hardest working senses that we have. And so, as we kind of get started and as we sort of settle into a comfortable seated position, allow me to turn on some music for us just to kind of lightly play in the background and sort of bringing our senses into the space that surrounds us. So, when we think about resting our senses, we oftentimes think about and acknowledge the importance of mental and emotional fatigue, but we don't always think about the physical parts of our bodies that need to rest too. And if you think about the part of you that works from the moment you wake up until you fall asleep again, whether you are thinking you are relaxing, whether you're perhaps binge watching your favorite show or mindlessly scrolling, the part of our body that is working the hardest and the longest is definitely our eyes. And so when we think about resting our eyes and the importance of it, we need to remember that everything from screen time to lack of sleep to squinting, scrolling, allergies, fluorescent lights, and even the air has an effect on our eyes. And this can result in maybe your eyes are itchy or irritated. Maybe you suffer from a headache or even blurry vision. Or maybe you can just feel that eye strain. And so one of the easiest things that we can do is to practice resting our eyes. And the first way we're going to do that today is by doing what I call 20-20-20. And this means that every 20 minutes or so throughout our day, we're going to try our best to look in the distance about 20 feet away for about 20 seconds. And so as I guide you to do this, I'm going to invite you to actually keep your eyes open and choose an object that is the furthest distance away that you can see. Maybe it's not exactly 20 feet, but it's a distance away from you. And maybe this object is something that is pleasant to look at or something that's easy for you to focus on. And just bringing your attention to staring at this object. And now during this 20 seconds, we're going to kind of play around with the different ways that we can use this 20 seconds or maybe a little bit more for today's practice, that we can use this time to sort of help ourselves to practice the mindfulness, paying attention on purpose. So first, we can use this as a chance to kind of bring our attention to our posture. So as we're staring at our object in the distance, just kind of noticing, making any adjustments to our posture. Maybe you notice that you're hunching over. Maybe you notice that your back doesn't feel straight. Just making any minor adjustments that make it feel a little bit more comfortable and able to sustain in stillness for the next few minutes. You can also use this 20 seconds of time to do a quick body scan. Kind of scanning through your body from toe to head or head to toe. And just noticing any areas of tension, discomfort, or openness. Typically, we start at our feet and we work our way up to the crown of our head. And they tell us that our feet are the only part of our body that don't hold tension. And just kind of as you continue to scan your body mindfully while focusing on your object, we just breathing into those areas and inviting them to soften just a little bit. And now moving on and shifting our attention now to our breathing. So again, another way that we could spend this 20 seconds relaxing our eyes, staring about 20 feet away or focusing on an object is taking just a few deep breaths. Inhaling through your nose, holding it for just a moment, and then exhaling. Continuing to inhale, filling your body and lungs with air, holding it and noticing what that feels like. And then exhaling through your nose or mouth. And continuing now, inhaling, nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, perhaps relaxing your shoulders, relaxing your jaw, relaxing your hands. And now using this as a moment to kind of check in mentally or emotionally. And just noticing how you feel. Noticing where you feel that. And again, if something feels tight or uncomfortable, perhaps sending the breath there gently and extending the invitation to soften. Changing our focus again back to our object. Now allowing yourself to just explore all the visual aspects of the object that you're looking at. Noticing the difference between looking at something far away and how that feels to kind of soften your gaze, yet still creatively and inquisitively exploring it, taking in its shape, its color, perhaps noticing if it has a texture, and just allowing the entire world around you and that object to vanish and just immerse yourself in full but relaxed observation of your single object. And just like in a formal practice, if you find that your mind begins to wander, just noticing that and gently returning to your object of focus. Now bringing your attention back in, back into this moment and gifting yourself the opportunity to now take your hands and just sort of rub your palms together, kind of creating just a little bit of warmth and friction. And when you're ready, I'll invite you to place your hands in the palms of your hands over your eyes. And again, you can keep your eyes open or you can close them, whatever feels right for you. And as you do this, just kind of paying attention to what it feels like as you're covering and cupping your hands over your eyes so that the heel of your palm is pressing gently around your eye socket. And kind of play around with the different pressure so that you can feel your entire eye surrounded by your hand. Now just allowing that soft pressure to feel like the slightest massage for your eyes. Now allow your eyes to focus into the black, kind of like a middle distance sight, and relax. Returning to your breath, and as you do, you may see blotches of color. You may even feel your eyes twitch beneath your eyelids or your palms. Just keep gazing softly into the darkness until all of these shapes and colors kind of fade to black. Enjoying this rest and knowing that you are essentially resetting your vision as well as lubricating your eyes and preventing muscle strain and dryness. And now slowly, and when you're ready, I'll invite you to now use your fingertips and gently flutter around your eyes. So removing your palms and now turning your fingertips into almost butterfly kisses or little raindrops. And gently and at your own pace, just allowing yourself to continue to let it rain and massage under your eyes, into your temple, and slowly working up your forehead. Again, focusing on not only what it feels like to feel with your hands, but also what it feels like to be rained on. Playing around with your focus, playing around with your awareness, perhaps making slower raindrops, faster raindrops. Now going up to the crown or the top of your head, maybe allowing your head to fall forward just slightly while you stretch your neck. Now moving over to the one side and focusing all of your rain on the one side, and then moving to the other, moving to the very back of your head, down your neck, slowly working your way back up to the top and crown of your head, and now down the sides of your face, spending a little time on your temples on the left and right side of your head, and gently down your jaw and cheeks, and perhaps into your neck, to your chest. And now stopping the rain and perhaps keeping your hand on your heart. And just taking a moment now to return back to your breath. Eyes opened or closed, and just thanking yourself for taking this time to relax and honor yourself, to appreciate all the amazing things you do, but also for your body and the amazing things that it does without us even having to ask it to. Maybe just taking a moment to repeat to yourself, thank you. Thank you to your body. Thank you to your breath. Thank you to your heart and all the wonderful processes that happen without us even having to tell it to, so that we can do all the amazing things that we do. And slowly, and when you're ready, you begin to open your eyes, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring your senses back into this space, and be ready to bring this relaxation and restorative practice back into our days.